5 ways to ignore a guy and make him chase you. Men are complex. Sometimes they just can't do without us but will still pretend like they don't need us. Act like you don't care and you see them going crazy. This is one of the smartest tricks to leave him crazy for you. Ignore. When men get a lot of attention from you, they pretend like they can have just about anyone and they don't need to make efforts. Does ignoring a guy make him want you more? Yes. Therefore, the best way to have the craving for your attention is to practice ignorance. How to ignore your boyfriend to teach him a lesson and make him chase you. Here's how. If you give a guy too much of your attention, they take that for granted. They just like the adventure that goes into wooing a girl. They like to seek happiness in the fact that they won over someone who was too hard to catch. If you make yourself readily available, they don't consider you a prize. To be honest, men like having someone who is desired by all, but ultimately he is the one who wins her over. If you are not difficult to have, you are not worth having. As hard as this sounds, this is how they think. 1. Ignite that madness. This is something that is true for all regardless of gender. When we have something easily, we don't really bother about that much. Don't you get too determined to have something that you are passionate about and haven't received it yet? This is the same psychology that works in love too. So, make him feel like he can't have you. Make him feel like you are way beyond his league and see how he leaves everything to get you. This way you will always be a distant catch that he is ever ready to have in his life. 2. Crush their ego. Men have a huge ego. They like to feel at the top of the world. Stay in control is something they love. They like to exert their prowess in every field of life. That is also the same in the case of attracting a mate. He will do everything in his might to pursue you. The satisfaction he would get is unparalleled to him. When you act like no matter what he does for you, you just don't feel that is enough, he will shower you with his attention more. He will seek for answers. If you think that he won't really be interested if you act this way, you are wrong. Make him go through the pain of having you. Trust me, he will value you more. 3. Reinstate your worthiness. What most of us do wrong is acting as men own us right at the first instance of showing interest. We would do everything possible to have their attention and sweet talk like nobody ever could. We just wish to have him get bowled over how hooked we are onto them. If the man you like is quite the one whom every girl desires, be sure that has a ballooning ego. He is used to having eyeballs turn at his every move. Such men will definitely need some ignorance. You have to make him feel like he can't have you like everyone else he did previously. You have to show those skills which no one else did previously. 4. Show him how it feels to be ignored. If you are in a relationship where your man seems the least bothered about you, then you need to make him feel the pain too. Sometimes, communication doesn't work well with men who are stubborn. Just ignore him completely for a few days, avoid his texts and calls and see how he wants to be around you again. This is how you teach him a lesson. This gives him an even greater signal. Don't worry about what he thinks when you ignore him. It shows him that you have enough worth to get what you want and that he needs to be grateful for what he has and give you what you deserve. Or else, you have no problem in walking away. 5. Consider showing off and having fun without him. Exchange a few glances with other men when he is with you. Dress well. Look fabulous and garner the attention of other men. Make him feel like he is lucky he has you. Skip plans with him and go out with your friends. Show him that you have a life of your own if you have been the clingy one in the relationship. When he suddenly realizes that he has lost control over you, he will want that back. Start flirting, show him that there are other men who are craving to have you in their lives. Once he realizes what he is about to lose if he doesn't mend his ways, he will be pretty scared to lose you and will work on ways to make you feel important.